Alright everybody, let's go! Just Cause against the Home Office. We are in Division 7 once again, heroeslounge.gg, the lowest division actually, in fact, of the Amateur League. Which means that these players in the league are on average between bronze and gold, but obviously that's only an average here. So it depends a little bit if you're at the upper or the lower end of the rankings, of course. Earl Grey for the blue team on Sonya. We got Norak on ETC. We got T Forever on Li Ming. That man has obviously never heard of coffee. Chapstar on Reyna. Düsterize on Rega, and on the right side of the map, the Home Office, the German Corona team with Fenra on Tassadar, Ripley on Deckard, Gelth on Lunara, Funko on Mal'Ganis, and the Metal Panda is playing the Vikings. Yeah, reset potential for Li Ming, of course, with the Vikings. And just before a couple of players are starting to jump in again, and immediately is like, how can you pick the Vikings into Li Ming? It's like, oh my god, that's an auto loss. Yeah, Li Ming is not a hard counter to the Vikings. I know that that meme has existed for a long time. Some people think that when you go up against the Vikings with Li Ming, it's an automated victory because you get reset after reset after reset. Doesn't really quite work that way. At the end of the day, it comes down on how good a player plays. Now, don't get me wrong, of course, Li Ming can get those resets. That's definitely true. Talking about Li Ming, she's in a bit of trouble down here, but survives it. But the important part is that the Vikings don't really join a whole lot of fights until the later stages of the game. And that's really where they have good tools to chase Li Ming down. We talked a lot about the level 16 talent, so once that we have Olaf with his stun in play, they can actually chase Li Ming quite easily. You have the jump that you can use to dodge out on some of her combos, and then for the duration of the cooldown, she's a little bit helpless in trying to get that reset, and that is a big problem. And then you can simply come in, you get the large and charge, get the stun connected, and she's pretty squishy, so you can really start chasing Li Ming's down if you play correctly, and that's definitely something to watch out for. Now, again, as mentioned, this is lower level play, so it doesn't really mean that any of the players that we're seeing here is going to be able to make exactly those moves, so that should be obvious too, but still something to be worth noting. Jimmy with the Exterminator on level 1, so that means that they have a bit of boss control. 5 minutes into the game, we obviously are going to see the bosses spawn on the map, and then you have the opportunity to simply go for a bit of a boss play here. So that might be something that we're going to see as time continues. The Vikings still soaking all 3 lanes, actually, interestingly enough. So in this case, they're going for all 3 lanes, trying to make sure that they have enough time to get those camps. I don't really think that they need the entire team to really go for those camps. Could have set up a bit more of a defense, but here comes the attack out. Lulnara already rushing around as we speak. Oh, there's a lockdown. Jimmy! And that's the first blood right there. Jimmy down, ladies and gentlemen. Quickly taken apart and the first victim in this game. Sonya is still all the way up at the top, doing her thing here. Vikings soaking experience as they can. And Solo down here at the bottom. The Metal Panda going into Balog's build a little bit earlier on. So that gives him also quite a little bit of momentum for wave clear that they're going to use. And if you play with Vikings, I mean, I've been going over this a couple of times already in the recent past, but if you play a Viking game, you want to have a strong foreman. The Vikings soak 2 lanes, not 3, 2, and then the foreman takes the third lane and really tries to crush through it. And of course, you're trying to also delay objectives if you're sitting there and making your play here. So that's another thing to watch out for. If they can make that happen, that would be fantastic. T Forever is nearly going down here, so that would have been the second kill for them. The Vikings, or the Viking team, is able to lock in the first tribute. We got also its Sabotage right here. The structure damage, don't really think that's something that you necessarily need here. Usually we often see Eric the Swift instead coming in, but regardless, that's currently what we're getting. So we'll see. And over here, yeah, now we go with the level 7 talents. We got the spin to win. Sonya's a little bit jealous already. She's like, wait a second, that's my line, baby. But apparently the Vikings want to contest that. Camps are taken, and keep in mind, 1 more minute and the bosses are going to be up. This is where especially Jimmy is going to be an important one to watch out for. So we're going to have a look at him. Oh, Sonya down! Yeah, guys, the slows, the lockdown, and then a bit of Viking action, and all of a sudden we have another kill for the red team. That's 2 kills against 0 now. In the middle of the map, a bit of a problem for Fenra on the other hand. Tassadar! Only a dead Protoss is a good Protoss. They agree. Those are Zerg players right there, as you can imagine. Balo goes down at the bottom of the map, so this time not really paying attention to that just yet. And what else do we get? Right now, it's the next tribute coming up. And this is a bit of a better position, of course, for Just Cause. A little bit more towards the left side makes it easier for them to hold that spot, especially with Norak establishing the early position for them here. So that's what they are currently able to do. And with that, still the move up to the top. Easy collect. Like, no problem. Red team just simply lets this one go. They don't have to fight for it either. This is currently the beauty of the setup that they have. They got the first tribute, so it's not really putting them into trouble. They have a slight lead in experience now too, thanks to the Vikings. Can easily go for the spin to win over here, and they do. Down at the bottom of the map, Chapstar has to deal with Mal'Ganis. Sonya, of course, rotating onto the solo lane again. But it's all about the level 10 abilities. And in the same vein, now obviously also a question of whether... First of all, whether Mal'Ganis falls, and, well, that question has been answered pretty quickly. But more so, who hits level 10 first? And if Mal'Ganis doesn't fall here, I think it's a really good setup for the home office, and they would have been able to get the next one for free. As it stands, that might not be the case. Now, Mal'Ganis will be back, but I think there's a good chance for the blue team to get enough experience to hit level 10 and then contest the next tribute. But here are the heroic abilities for the home office. We got the black hole right there. Have also the boss, by the way, now up on the map. So far, nobody making a move for it. And at the same time, it is tribute time. Time for the tribute, ladies and gentlemen. Off we go. And let's see what else we can get here. Tribute taken, easily. 2-0. Leap is in. Whoa! Leap and Ancestral. Alright, might have to leap out, actually. Leapt onto it! Like, someone has a bit of a death wish. I don't really think that all of these ults were needed to really take her down here, but now we have instead the kill against Lunara, so it's a 1-for-1 trade, but oh boy, she was quite confident that she could stall for the rest of the team and then follow up on it, and was very quickly shown that that's not really the case here, so slightly unfortunate. And that didn't really work all that well. Tribute at the bottom of the map. You got 3 versus 3 kills now, so it's starting to actually even out a little bit more than what we've seen previously. Not that much of a lead any longer. In the meantime now, middle of the map, there's the wall fallen, and with camps continuously taken by Just Cause, they're starting to get some structural damage going as well. Really good for them, of course. And down here to the bottom, it seems like they're giving up on this one. Vikings are going top side, rest of the team is defending in the middle of the map. Balo goes down bot lane, but that's going to be a 2 versus 2 tribute situation that we're looking at now. Okay. Yeah, they let it slide. And instead, we have Tacita again going a little bit too deep. They're trying to help him out. Maybe this time they can actually save him. The rest of the team comes in too. Lockdown from Deckard Cain, the old man delivering. And 3-2-3 kills still. That's a little bit of a slower game. I mean, this is a best of 3 series. It's obviously league play, so it kind of matters a little bit to the teams, as you can tell here. And they're currently doing the best they can in order to make sure that they are the ones pulling ahead in this little setup. So far hasn't really happened yet. Down to the bottom of the map, we finally have the boss play that I was already talking about a few times earlier. So that was a long time coming. That was definitely needed. Now up towards the top. Sonya already taking position, and well, she should, because this is where we're going to see the next tribute being fought over, and that's going to be a curse. And the red team is a little bit slow on this one. They might still get it. They also have now the Wisp, obviously, over here, but they need to hurry the fuck up, because if they don't... Oh, really? Double? Oh, no! There it is. Take it. No! Oh my god! Ah, oh, damn, that hurt. They steal the boss away. They get the kill. Mal'Ganis is dead. So is Tacita. Vikings defending at the bottom of the map. Curse is coming in soon, but let's take another look at this. Look at that. The double stun right there through the boss. Sonya then jumping in on the point. Just as all of this happens, Deckard Cain gets taken down in the meantime. They're going for Lunara. The curses, of course, hit, making the defense in the middle even more difficult to pull through. This is a bit of a disaster. I mean, they're diving deep to try and take Lunara down. They really want the keep here, as the boss is, you might imagine it already, currently trying to go through the top fort, but this has turned quickly. Ah, you were just late to the boss, that's a problem. They don't have that exterminator that Jimmy can bring to the table. So big problem for Home Office, Just Cause playing their cards right. Getting 6 kills to 3 now. And they get the top fort and also the keep at the top lane. So really good setup for them. Yeah, congratulations right now. They are rolling with it. They take Mal'Ganis down too. And this is looking fantastic for them. They might even be able to get another fort here. That curse is going to rage on for another 13 seconds. You look at the bottom of the map and the first thing that you see there is that the fort is also incredibly low. So this is not really looking too good anymore. The one saving grace is that the lead-in experience is tiny. It's 14.5, not much more than that, so that's at least something. But of course they now have to deal with the boss topside too, simply because it's gonna move straight in towards that keep. And that's something that you kinda gonna try to avoid here, as you can see. Sorry, the core, of course. But camps are stolen away all over the place right now. So that's a bit of an issue. Bottom of the map is now getting attacked as well. T forever had enough of it and he takes the fort down, which means that all of the forts have now been eliminated on the red team's side, and instead we have also the top keep taken down. Half a level lead, not much more than that, so still something that you can recover from with a good team fight. But of course that still also means you need to get that team fight and you need to take it. Long term, the Vikings can play a big role here, can make all the difference. We have a full storm build, by the way, for Tassadar. Also not something that you see all that often these days. It's also the Q setup that we're seeing for him. Not so in this game, though. Not something that he's currently playing around here. Gonna push through the middle once again. And down here, Lunara finds ETC. Okay. Not really doing anything about that just yet. But in we go. Here come the 16 talents, half a level. I have to let the next tribute slide. They just need to make sure that they're not dying here. Nice ult, good ult, but you still don't want to fight here. Especially with the Vikings not ready, guys. That's a mistake. Li Ming might be low, but there's the Ancestral keeping her in play. ETC came in with his own ult. A lot of damage, a lot of spells, but nobody is dying. And the Vikings are still pushing, so they're about to get level 16 again. But that was a whole lot to do about nothing, if you ask me. I mean, this could have been so much worse for the red team. But Home Office, they somehow managed to not lose a single hero. And now it's time for the next tribute. And this time they can actually fight for it. Now, yeah, they can actually fight for this one now. So there's a chance for them to make that play. And this is really the moment where the Vikings should also start thinking about participating in these battles. For the Vikings, it's kind of important that slowly they are now contributing to the team fights. Now that they have the level 16 challenge with oh my fucking... What? No! Yeah, that's not what you want. No! Large and in charge, baby. That's what you need, especially against that Li Ming. You go into the back line, you stun her, and then you whirl. The spin to win. Instead, Lunara is down. They went for impatience is a virtue. The only thing that's getting impatient here is me. And that is not how you want to play this. Oh, no, 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 no. First, they take the deer down, then they eliminate the bat. And the Vikings are currently pushing the top lane with all 3 heroes on the same lane. Another thing that you don't want to do. Another thing that you do not want to do. Ooh. Boys, boys, boys. This is getting a little bit tricky to say the least. So yeah, this is rough. Now, there is still a little bit more that they can currently pull off at the bottom of the map now, and that's exactly what they're currently trying to do, is get soak a little bit more experience, maybe slowly take the lead here. But yeah, this is getting rough. Very rough. Inexperience is still fine, which is kind of amazing if you think about it. It's really the Vikings keeping them in play. We can take a closer look at it too. I mean, you look at the minion experience, they're heavily at... Oh, the Marsh! Gets 3... And Lunara is dead immediately. Stands absolutely no chance here. Gets taken out, and that is a bad, bad moment for the team in red. Yeah, Lunara down once again, and at this point, the Vikings are still pushing. But again, they need to participate in these fights. You can't just play the entire time just trying to run a 4 versus 5. That's not how this works. you need to do a little bit more with this. So, yeah, red team, yeah, we catch every single one. You get stunned, you're on the screen, my friend. That's how it works here. No, jokes aside, if they run Jimmy from simply one camp to another, they can easily take these bosses. The entire game so far has pretty much been the home office, after initially they took 2 kills, has been them playing passive. And there's very little else that they can do, to be honest with you. I mean, they're trying, but as you can see, it's not really working out for them, and that's going to be another curse that they don't even contest. And it's a little bit questionable as to why, because they have everybody on the map. Now, the boss topside is obviously problematic, but at some point you have to take a bad fight. So they are more so reacting than anything else now. And on the one hand, you can't really blame them. On the other hand, it's just gonna get worse from here on out, because now they are cursed. At the bottom of the map, there's another big push coming. Personally, I don't even know why Just Cause didn't just go for the boss too, because they certainly could, but they decided not to. And yeah, well, here comes the push again as they're starting to make the next play for Keep and Core. Core so far hasn't taken any damage. Nearly level 20 now for Just Cause, and whew, Vikings are at the top again, trying to get the experience. I mean, they're trying what they can to somehow bring the team back, but as mentioned before, this is not going to be easy by any means. As you can tell right now, we got 10 kills to 3, only 32. Oh! Sonya hopping in again for another win. Tassadar down. Oh dear. Yeah, Lunara is in trouble, and Lunara is dead. Li Ming with 1 kill, another one, reset, dance party time, 2 of us, everything comes into play. The last keep is low, and they want to take it down. 37,000 damage for Li Ming, 35k for Jimmy, as they make their way slowly towards the core. T Forever is already out of mana, saying like, boys, why are we wasting time with the keep? Let's just go for core here. Let's go for core and go for win. We got it. And indeed they do. So, this is the conclusion of our first game over here. GG and well played, as Just Cause locks in the victory on map number 1 on Cursed Hollow. Game number 2, everybody! Well, the Vikings team lost. Not sure what else to tell you here. The Vikings, they had a good run, but it wasn't good enough. Just Cause on the left, the home office on the right, and here on Braxit we have T Forever on Cassia, Earl Grey on Sonya again, Norak on Johanna, Chapstar on Reyna, we got Düsteriese on Rhaegar. And on the right side, Ripley on Uther, Metal Panda on Deathwing, Fenra on Jaina, Gauth on Artanis, and Funko is playing a Nubarak. So let's get this party on the road. We got an Artanis in play again. Good old fail Tannis. But again, it's Division 7, so he might have a chance here. We will certainly find out, I can tell you that much at least. But yeah, let's have a little bit of a look at what's going on here. At the same time, now that we have Artanis topside, he gets a little bit of an assist. Apparently, Nubarak has already decided that Artanis is not to be trusted, and that it's just like too tricky to leave him there alone. So instead, they're setting Nubarak up with him. I'm gonna try and play that out. If that works or not, that's a different question. One to be answered soon. They're actually trying to make the play as we speak for Sonya, and Earl Grey is just like, get me out of here. Runs away, and we're fine. Alright, so we got Deathwing in play. We have Uther as the support. We got a pretty solid front line here for the blue team too. But still, the Deathwing setup, a little bit of a more mobile front line with the Nubarak and hard engage, of course. There's a lot of CC available. Yeah. And without fail, Artanis dies again at the beginning of the game. Is it me, or is every single time that we have an Artanis in game, that character the first one to fall? It just feels like a self-fulfilling prophecy at this point, so I don't know. Exterminator is a level 1 talent again for Jimmy, so gonna work on those camps and most likely also attempting to take that boss at some point during the game. Definitely something to watch out for. Yeah, right here now though. What did we get? I think, nah, the gang doesn't really work out. But again, it's Braxit, so let's see who's going to take the first beacon here, who gets those Zergs down to the bottom of the map. Apparently they're eager to fight the 2 versus 3. And would advise against it, let's just put it like that. We got a Beetle build for a Nuburak. Now, that's already, let's call it special for now. Deathwing is popping in too, has gone on level 1 into the Draconic Might over here. Yeah, and is already going for the Molten Flame again. 4 versus 4 setup bot side at the top of the map. Still our 1 versus 1 with Sonya and Artanis. Seeing that Beetle build and also the Protector of Aya over here. It's like, I don't know. The memes are real in this one. So, yeah. This auto attack talent on Artanis, it's just not really all that good. It's a little bit sad for him, but yeah. It just doesn't get to a point where he has a lot of damage. This, on the other hand, is nice damage on Jaina, and she goes down. Shimi gets the damage in quite easily as she gets slowed, and that is full control over both of the beacons for just cause. Which also triggers a rotation. Ripley is the one to rotate towards the top side. Just simply saying, alright boys, let's go. Oh, nice dodge, well done. Doesn't change the fact that he's very much so alone right now. Artanis is coming in, helping out, but he doesn't really count. So he gets away, barely, as the bot lane gets also fought over. Another attempt to get this one as well. Alright, and this is going to be 100% Zerg wave against 0. Absolutely 0. Not good. Definitely not good. If they can get the kill, yeah, that would have been a bit better for the defense, but that top lane is in trouble, as you can imagine. So, yeah. Also the Holy Fire right now. More AoE for him. But yeah, off we go. So they need to somehow hold the top lane, and good luck with that. That's not going to be easy. And they might actually lose a few heroes here. Instead, it's Cassia who is taking a bit of a beating. But there, the attack towards the Nuburak. Sonya spin to win, and then at some point decides that this is maybe a little bit too much to ask for, and veers off again. But the fort is obviously down. This Zerg wave is just too powerful, and the big part is always you want to have those Zerg waves, of course. Like, you don't want it to be balanced out at the bottom of the map, which is pretty much the important part. And that's not really the case here. So as you can see, there's no real Zerg wave to counterbalance it. So a single 1 hero defense bot side is all that they need. And with a 4 hero commitment at the top, this is an easy 3 kills. Plus also the 1 level lead, early level 7 talents. I mean, this game is pretty much just continuing where the first one ended. It's kind of rough right now. So yeah, it's getting a little bit problematic for them. We should be able to at least save that keep. That would be devastating if 5 minutes in you lose keep number 1. Taking the fall down alone was already a big one. Deathwing, here we go. There we go. Bam. Molten Flame. The Zoning Flame. Zoning them out quite nicely. Not connected with anything. Just didn't want them to be in that particular spot. This is my spot. Deathwing in that case is a little bit like a dog that tries to pee at a wall. He's like, this is my spot. And then he comes in with the Molten Flame. That's pretty much just him trying to mark his territory. And yep, there's the swap. Norak, okay. Run, Jojo, run! Nah, maybe not. And there it is, the blind. And that, of course, no. Calculated. Absolutely calculated. The Cassia player, oh sorry, the Janna player didn't even try to move away here. Was like, nah, I got the shit. Okay, so now we got a level 7 talent for both teams at least. Boss is up too, so that's something to at least keep in mind, since there's obviously the chance that Jimmy is trying to make the play there. And let's be fair, on game number 1, everything started to snowball into the hands of Just Cause after we've seen that failed boss attempt at the top of Cursed Hollow. So maybe if you turn the tables on your opponent when they try to take the boss, you can make a bit of an advantageous play here. We have instead, though, a big invade over on the camp here, and that might be a little bit too aggressive. This is a 5 versus 4, boys. I'm not quite sure you want to fight this. So, yeah, Sonya isn't here yet, and Sonya doesn't even come there either. She's like, yeah, fuck that shit. Whereas Jaina is just on the run, nearly taken down by the Nexus Anomaly Lightning. Oh, yeah, Cassia down, and Nuburak with a double stun. Follow up, there's 1 kill, 2 kill, and yeah, there we go, camp taken. And we got a couple of kills together with that too, as you can see right here. So first of all, We actually saw the commitment towards Cassia, but she's not the only one that fell. And Nubra came in with a good stun, and they followed up with another one on Jimmy. So that was actually really, really well played by them, holding on to it. But obviously there was an advantage because Sonya just wasn't there, which means that they have the earlier level 10, but that didn't really help them in that particular encounter. Camp and kills went over to the home office. They are still a little bit behind though, so it's still a 1 level lead. Sonya again with a leap right here. I'm just waiting for that epic leap to be followed up by a Valkyrie, for example. But we're not there yet. And this, honestly, I don't know. If I have level 10 in this situation, I go boss. You have Jimmy, you have Rega, you got Sonya. If you have level 10 this early, they should have jumped on boss, to be honest. They take the fort at the bottom, but let's face it, everyone was low already. And at the same time, Sonya has to leap away. Nice attempt by Artanis. But no, I gotta admit that would have been cool. You leap out, you get swapped in again, but now they fight without the level 10 ability, and there it is. Bloodlust comes out, and can they get the kill? Again, Deathwing marking his territory. 1 kill, 2 kills. Yeah, that hurts. Artanis. Oh, they might actually get a kill here. They have level 10. Artanis gets his ult out, but it's a bit too late to save his ass. So he goes down. That leaves 2 of them still in play. Coot has already been used. For some reason, they're still trying to fight a little bit. But eventually, the red team has to retreat here. And yeah, they're moving out of harm's way. The problem is that all of this happens, of course, as the objective is up. I mean, this is the main reason why they were fighting at the top in the first place. And now that we nearly have an Uberak dying again, it looks more and more like it's another 100 to 0 Zerg wave advantage for Just Cause. And as you can imagine, that would hurt a lot. Deathwing taking to the skies, and yeah, there it is again. 100 to 0. Those are those Zerg waves you never want to encounter, so this one topside is really gonna do a whole lot, especially with catapults pushing in. The bottom of the map, that is a different beast. This is where we now have Just Cause with another advantage and an opportunity to take the keep down. So let's see what happens here. I mean, it is a 5 versus 5 now. There's the swap. Oh, look at that, Artanis! It was actually useful. That must have been an accident. Good swap into tower range 2, and then they're able to set this up. Tries for another, doesn't get it, but they're following. There's another swap, and they're going for Rega, and Rega goes down. Immediately Sonya coming in, trying to get the kill. Oh, ha ha ha. Yep, and there we have it. Artanis down, Uther down, and just like that, the defense is set. Didn't even lose the wall. Saved the wall as well. Not bad. Going for Chapstar, and they get him too. Last fight was a little bit chaotic, so let's take a quick look at the heat of things. So this was actually the wraparound on Rega, and then they went in for the kill. Leap comes through too, and of course then the real fight just completely pops off over here. And it ends with, I don't want to say disaster for the blue team, it wasn't really that bad, but they definitely paid the price there and didn't get anything out of the objective either. So yeah, that was a problem too. And instead, the red team is now the one making the play for the boss over here. And they should be able to grab this one pretty easily. Okay. And let's go. Boss time. Yeah, that's not going to be contested. Especially with the nice stun timing that we saw on Jojo. She gets the blessed shield out. But that's really a fight that you don't want to take anymore after this one. And Nubarak, cancelling the dive. That's bad. Nearly died for that mistake. Uther is still alive. He's barely getting out of this one too, but Jimmy isn't really that successful with this. He goes down. So did Uther though, so it's still a 4 versus 4. Topside concerns me a little bit, just as we have Artanis dying again, because that's a mad push on that keep. Boss obviously is moving through the bottom of the map right now, trying to at least take one fort down, just like making sure that you have a bit more of an equal setup on the map. But this up here definitely hurts. They need to take care of it. We got nearly 20 kills already. So these boys are definitely at each other's throat throughout the entire game thus far. A lot of fighting going on here. And yeah, with that we now have a bot side. The beacons activating again. At least the fountain falls. That's good for the next objective at least. So they won't be able to fall back to the fountain from the bottom beacon in order to heal again. So that's kind of important. But Nuburak also needs some assist here in the bot lane. Since, well, yeah, let's face it, they need to push this out before the fight for the beacon really starts, or they are gonna lose another fort in the long run. Can't really afford to do that. Okay, Sonya sitting here again. Artanis, by the way, with 4 deaths so far, gets the swap, holds the point. They're fighting for it again. Here comes Deathwing. Another big battle. And the first one to fall is Jaina. The stun. Sonya is dead too. And they steal the camp away. Yeah, all of a sudden we have momentum for the red team. I like it. They're definitely fighting for this one. Rega is also in trouble. He goes down too. And that might not be the last one to fall. They're actually making the play for Jojo now. And Norak isn't really looking too healthy there either. Maybe... Nah, they can't connect the rest of the CC. Down to the bottom of the map. That's where we have good old Cassia doing her thing. But that's 22 deaths now in... So 22 kills now in total. And control over the objective, more or less, for the red team. The home office definitely starting to get a little bit more headway here. I like it. Making a decent play happen right now and establishing some dominance on the map. Start to also go for the objective now. Another swap attempt, gets it in, but they are pretty much alone. Deathwing comes in and that might just help them. And Nuburak moving in from the side as they're attempting to get the kill. Good penetrating round from Chapstar, really good one. That saved his ass for sure. And now with the body blocks on Earl Grey, Sonya is forced to leap out of this one. That fight is not over yet though. Here comes the Valkyrie, they're trying to go in. Rega with the ult. But he forever is the first one to fall. Another attempt at a swap dodged by Chapstar. Good job by him, but it doesn't change the fact that we have a big Zerg wave this time for the home office. And they want to go for additional kills. Ripley is still alive, Chapstar is low. Yeah, Jimmy is down, and they're going to go for the kill on Johanna as well. So as the bot lane gets pushed, let's take another quick look at those kills. I mean, they went for it, took first of all Jimmy down, slowed him quickly, and then they had an easy kill on Johanna as well just a second later. In the meantime, the bottom of the map gets pushed heavily, and the level 16 advantage is now obviously also in their hands. So they have a lot of momentum here. 4 down, you have the big Zerg wave, the opponent is still only with 3 on the map. Has a huge chance to take keep and maybe even more in this one. If they can get a follow-up kill now, and it seems like they can, that might even be core. They go for Cassia and take her down. That keep is already eliminated. Job well done, and now the core is wide open. That's just the opportunity that they needed. In comes the cocoon on Jojo, and they're trying to go for the core. Looking better and better here, with even more damage coming through from that Zerg wave. 70%, Sonya down, the rest of the team still fighting, and this is going to be the tie in the series, ladies and gentlemen. A tie for sure. Nicely done. The 1-1 on the board as the home office take Brax's holdout against Just Cause. We got a third game, everybody. Game number 3. It is happening. Yep, the home office. They were able to win 1 round at least. Let's see if they can actually crown that achievement with another victory on map number 3, Alterac Pass. The final map in this one. On the left side, we got for the blue team, for Just Cause, Earl Grey on Arthas, T Forever on Liming, Norak on ETC, Chapstar on Vala, from Rega to Vala, someone got promoted, Düsteries on Malfurion, and over to the right side of the map, home office with Fenra on Tacita, Galth on Reyna, Ripley on Anduin, Metal Panda on Deathwing, and Funko on Nuburak. Come on, pick a proper talent. Don't pick the Beetle build again. No! No! Guys, is this a good talent? Nine, 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 nine. Exactly. Don't pick that shit. Now, he goes Beetle build again. Clearly not understanding that he won the last match, not because of the Beetle build, but despite picking those talents. But let's go. We got the Arrow build again, and that means that it's, of course, boss time once more, so it's pretty much the equivalent of going Exterminator on level 1 with Jimmy. If you want to have boss control, 5 minutes in, we're going to see those spawn on the map. Force Armor on level 1 for Li Ming. So that's another one. Keep our eyes out. And again, not the Q build for Tacita. Again, we got the Storm setup here. Not quite. Nearly. It's gonna hurt him for sure. Malfurion comes in and helps out a little bit with a quick heal. But Arthur's was a bit low there. But he survived. Went into the Trade Talent too. Guys, let's be honest. The level 1 that Arthur's went for here, it's a shit talent. It's kind of fun. I really want it to work. Obviously, you more or less take it for the mana management more so than anything else. But Eternal Hunger is a pretty garbage talent. Not something that you should really take. Standard build on Arthur's is just way better. And unfortunately, you never really end up in that situation where you can stack the damage to an extent that you actually, you know, get those bruiser capabilities that you would really love to have with him. But when it comes to talents and talent choices, build choices, this series has already proven that it's not something that you should mirror. Don't try this shit at home. It's not gonna work at you. mirror the top players. You're gonna be a little bit better with that. So we currently have mid lane. Ripley and Fenrir are moving in. Top side, our 3 versus 1 right now. I mean, there is only one real camp on the map outside of bosses, so you need to take that regularly. Funko! Oh, gets a double stun out. Nice. Behemoth armor. Look at that. The rest of the talents get picked pretty quickly here. Anduin with the big boy save. Alright. So far, so good. And Anubarak seems to be going for a very similar build again, as we have the Force armor on level 4 now. For Tassadar. The Force wall. The electric fence is in. Okay. Ducerisa first target fall. Oh, Chapster nearly falling as well. And yep, with that we have our first kill in the game. Still a half level lead down to the bottom of the map. Arthur against Deathwing. The eternal battle over here right now. Okay, marking his territory again, just pushing everybody back, but of course it's time for the prisoners to arrive. Now again, if you're looking at any kind of top level play, normally you will not see teams make a move for those camps before they hit level 7. You want to make sure that you take the next mercenary camp, you want to make sure that you get level 7 first, and that's kind of what happens most of the time. The second kill now against the blue team could change things a little bit with the dynamic here, if they feel like it. Vala is down, that also slows down her progress, obviously, on the arrow stacking. Has only 1 thus far. Jimmy trying to stack his behemoth armor there in the meantime. And that slide didn't really do all that much for ETC, but penetrating round doesn't hit either. Locked into a corner here, quite literally. But of course now we have at least some progress for home office as they're starting to take the progress bar over here and try to defend those prisoners. Deathwing hasn't really moved in yet. Broccoli is in play too. They're trying to go for Norak. That could be a kill. Fenrir is low as well. But the Nubarak is trying to create some space. The problem is it comes at a cost, and that cost is his life. He is down, and we have 11 seconds left on before the objective gets locked in. Level 7 abilities now on both sides. We have a full-on Death Coil setup for Arthur's, not even going into his Icebound Fortitude on level 7 to mitigate some of that burst damage that could come out from the other team. I mean, to be fair, it's mostly Tassadar, and he didn't go into a Q build, so there's that, still. Get the Calamity in. And now that they take that camp, again, you need to be diligent around those. You should probably start to defend this one as quickly as they can. And yeah, hey guys, you don't have a lot of time here. I'm not quite sure how to tell you this, but someone needs to start that channel, or at least switch over. And Nubarak, no, he died so young. Actually, he nearly survived. Malfurion, on the other hand, that old geezer is dead immediately. And here comes Deathwing again. Oh, and that might actually... no. Doesn't get the kill against Li Ming, but he got close there for a second. Okay, gets the shield out. And honestly, with those kills, they might be able to just turn it over and take the first objective now. They're starting to move in. Li Ming actually goes down here. Nicely done. Still, Vala is back to business and is now starting to connect some additional arrows. Sitting at 5 now. It's still a 5 versus 4 with the Nubarak now moving in. And in addition to that, the mid lane pushing. Taking that camp was important. Claiming it just came at the perfect moment in time for them. So now that they are going for the camp at the top once more. We got the prisoners. Yeah, they will lock this one in. For sure. And there's at least one camp that gets taken over here by just cause. Let's go. 15. Yeah, here comes the engage in the middle. Alright. Yeah, the raiders are coming soon. And Nuruk needs to be careful. He's really aggressively engaging into this with the burrow charge time and time again, and then finds himself in trouble when he tries to retreat, and ETC slides in to knock him even further back. So that is problematic, and they need to be careful with it. Now that they are jumping on the bot lane, though, Earl Grey goes down. That's a good kill, and it comes at the perfect moment in time, because the raiders are just now arriving here. And that should seal the deal on the fort at the bottom of the map, because they also have level 10 now. So it gets worse and worse and worse and worse, right? They lose the objective, they lose the hero as the objective moves in, and then the opponent also hits level 10. For Just Cause, this is a problem. They at least get the kill against Jimmy up at the top. But down here, very different story. This should be a fort. If they focus a little bit on that, that fort falls. And again, they have level 10. Doesn't get much better than the setup that they have right now. And for Just Cause, it's a bit of a disaster. You win game number 1. Game number 2 turns against you, fair enough. But then on the third map, you are not really making any big moves either. So now we have finally level 10 abilities on both sides. And that could help them to establish a bit of a presence in the map once more. Also, let's not forget that the bosses are all up, right? Jimmy doesn't have Exterminator, so that doesn't help. But Vala still went into Monster Hunter. So that's something that you can play too. Can make the Monster Hunter play at the bottom of the map. Deathwing, Anduin is the first one to die. They're trying to jump onto ETC. Ah, the lockdown and the kill. The cow goes down. Syndragosa has not only been taken, but is starting to fly through here. Captain Hitsugaya would be proud. Finally, we have a little bit of Bankai action from Arthur's in play. But not sure if that was really the right choice here. I mean, he's trying to play it as a side lane and not as a main tank, so there's at least that. But let's see how much this is actually going to give them in the later stages of the game. If you can use it while you're pushing with the boss, it's fantastic, of course. But first of all, they have to get one. And not a single one of these two teams has made a move for one of the bosses just yet. Yeah, 6 kills against 4. It's fairly even, actually. That's quite even right now. Alright. Terror. Over here, top lane. Prisoner camp coming up in another 30. Now we're 8 minutes in. And they're already starting to go for the kill again. Earl Grey gets out. Even with the wall. Oh, whoa, maybe not. Gets locked down after all for just a second, but is able to escape. Nicely done. That could have been problematic. Right, here we go. Starting to take them down. There's the jump. There's the push. And there's the kill. Jimmy. Goodbye, my friend. Yeah, Li Ming gets the reset and is trying to follow up with it, but the blue team is starting to become a bit more aggressive. Yeah, that mosh pit, no. No, just no. That's a bit embarrassing. Would be a shame if we showed it again. Oops. Hitting the wrong button here. Yeah, Deathwing doesn't want to dance, baby. Deathwing does not want to dance. Nice try, but yeah, he just doesn't have the rhythm, you know? Not a hero that likes to dance. You would think that a dragon has some moves, but Deathwing, he just doesn't care. He's just like, what is this music shit? This isn't music! When I was young, we had real music. Yeah, this was Jimmy. Reyna down. And this seems like the first objective for the blue team. Lock it in, 6 kills to 6. And there we go. Metal Panda. Yeah, dodging out on the repulsion here. Oh, the wave of force. We're not quite that deep into the game yet. Level 13 advantage for just a couple more seconds because they're going to pick that up. Oh, he goes into Frost Strike, actually. Again, I don't really know about that. He only has 16 stacks on the level 1. That's not a whole lot of damage, as you can imagine. So, well, whatever. But let's look at the damage output here. Arthas is sitting at 14,000, which, to be honest, is more than Vala has. So, Vala is excelling on the siege damage right now, if anything. Not much more than that. Okay, they're trying to break through the wall here. Where is that Syndragosa when you need it, baby? No Syndragosa yet. Yeah, there's the cocoon. Comes in again. And yeah, gets the fountain. The fountain Syndragosa. That will show them. But in we go. Here we have it. That's gonna make it pretty tricky now for Düsteriese to contribute to the fight. He's incredibly low, nearly dies to Deathwing. Metal Panda! Oh! Can tap the fountain just barely, but holy hell. The turnaround against the Nubarak as the Beetle goes down. You still have a push in the middle of the map thanks to those camps. So that allows them to... I don't really think that they can take the entire fort down, but still there should be a bit of defense. Yep, there we have it. But it's obviously always a bit of a threat when that happens. But finally we see the boss attack. Now that Vala is sitting here, they're like, alright, this is our moment. This is our time to shine. Let's make it happen. And there we go. Bam. Boss goes down. And that's the moment where I thought that Syndragosa would be the best played, you know? Move in with the boss, try to disable as much as you possibly can, and just simply wreck them. That's kind of what you need to do. Now they're making a double boss play. That already is pretty fantastic too, of course. Because it allows you to get massive control on the map, and your opponent is pushed into a position where they can simply only react to what's going on. So they can't really take any initiative anymore. And that is starting to become a bit of a problem for the red team either way. So the home Orpheus are going to try, but they can't make the rotation towards the top in time to contest this. It's still 7 kills to 6 and nearly even experience. It's fairly close. I mean, it's a pretty close game right now. Mid fort, on the other hand, is going to fall. And despite all the efforts, Just Cause hasn't been able to take a single fort down yet. But here's the push. Syndragosa is ready. If that fort doesn't fall, then I don't know, but yeah, you kind of need to make a play there. Come on, drop it. If that fort doesn't fall, I'm gonna change my name to Johnny or something. I mean, holy hell. Come on, boys. You need to take this one down. Seriously? You're not even trying? Are you kidding me? There's Syndragosa. What? Okay, that's a fail. That's a fail right there. Big fail. I don't really know, but that's... yeah, instead he uses it in a fight. Alright, we got the fight Syndragosa. You guys could have gotten a fort here. Jimmy is down, and yeah, that is starting to look pretty bad for the home office after all, because Jimmy's not the only one that falls. The Crybaby goes down too, and the Nubarog as well. The Metal Panda is still sitting tight and trying to make his play, but oh boy, that should be another objective for the blue team. Maybe this time they can kill something, but just as I say it, Malfurion goes down. Not quite sure if that's going to change things. Shouldn't really, with only Tassadar and Deathwing around. That should still be an objective for home office. So they're going to try and set that up right now. Big push at the bottom of the map, still through that double wave that was built up there earlier. So that's something that they have going for themselves. Might damage the wall a little bit, but yeah, with the Knolls now coming in, could damage the wall. Depends a little bit on the timing on the objective, but I don't really think they can slow this down either. I mean, even slowing it down would help, right? But not so much. Metal Panda topside. Rest of the team, they're just going for the camp. And they can still make the play here. They could still deny this. And they're trying, and they're actually pushing them back. Malfurion wasn't there. He is finally coming back, so they hold it for now. Ah, well done. They might still win this one if you think about it. Ha! Yeah, that might still work. Okay, let's go. Oh my god, no fucking way. What have you been smoking? Debilitation against what? Limming? Are you kidding me? What are you doing? Oh. Oh, why? Guys, never take this talent. It is garbage. It is absolute shit with a capital S. Triple kill by the red team after all. Oh, we are running from one fail into another here. If we have to say anything about this talent, it's... It's a total fail here. The only thing that you deserve when you pick this talent is getting slapped around a little bit. Yeah! Shut up, Chromie. You're not even in this game. Jesus. King. Yeah, I know. Always the same with these guys. 10 to 11. The red team getting the kills in after the 16. They not only were able to defend their own prisoner camp, they're grabbing the one up here, and now they're pushing through the middle for another quick kill. It's just like, what the hell? I can't believe this is actually happening. That's the third fort that's now destroyed. 10 kills against 11. That last map is definitely a bit of a highlight. And the objective hasn't even traveled in yet. I mean, damn, son. Arthur's also with the Frostmourne feeds over here. So let's see who he's feeding. Yeah, they're going to try and push through this one. Let's go. Those towers are going down pretty quickly. Another one down. Alright. Push through the middle. But there comes ETC. Gets locked down very quickly. Jimmy is down just a second later. And now all of the keeps are getting attacked. Earl Grey gets healed out now. 4 versus 5. Defense could make this work. And they're going to kill Anubarak, aren't they? Yep. Anubarak is dead. It is not over yet. But it's getting close. It is getting quite close here. Yeah, not a single one of those keeps goes down. But 2 are severely damaged now. And they still need to defend the bottom of the map. I still can't get over this one. Guys, this is a total noob trap. This talent is garbage. Capital G. Total trash. Don't take it. Do not take it. There's one talent on level 16. It's called Epic Enter. They even named it Epic. So that everybody knows that they should take it. Super important. Anyways, it's boss time again. The timing is, by the way, impeccable. We could just rotate towards the top in time to take the next one. This one is actually still not there yet. But yeah, it's going to be a double boss once more. And they have Syndragosa up. Might fall behind on the 20 though. So it would probably be the better play to just go topside and take the camps now. Interestingly enough, they're actually letting this one slide. And instead trying to go for the top themselves. That's a little bit of a ballsy move. I mean, they bank obviously on the level 20 that they're going to get any second. But it's kind of interesting that they haven't done that yet. This is going to be late. This is going to be really late. Keep at the bottom has already fallen. Fort at the bottom has already fallen. But here comes the move. Syndragosa is in. No 20 yet. And they haven't taken that boss yet. Not even close. There's the dance party. 1 down, 2 down. Oh my god. And the boss is taken. They steal it away. And yep. Now that Anubarak is trying to get out, he's getting locked down too. And wrong direction, baby. Oh, mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. But let's take another look at that little boss attempt. I mean, ETC comes in, as you can see, with the mosh pit, and from that point on, it's just a cleanup job. They take the boss, steal that away without any problem, and yeah, that was just a bit too much. So now the bot lane at least has been defended, the keep isn't down. I don't understand why they're not pushing, they're going for the objective instead. I mean, if this isn't a free keep, then I don't know what is. So, keep one at the objective, I don't care, but okay, apparently they're doing it now. Vala's a bit late, but you should have your heroes ready at the top to push in there. It's a 2-man defense. It's a 2-hero defense. You really just need to make sure that you take that keep down. If that keep doesn't fall, that's a huge missed opportunity. Talking about keeps that fall. Bottom keep gets taken after all. The waves and the minions eliminate that. Now with the top also about to be destroyed, they should have 2 keeps down, and that's 2 armor shields, of course, removed. And now we're talking objective. 20 versus 20. Anti-magic shell is in. Manticore plus Farflight Quiver for Vala, who, by the way, has not completed her level 18 yet. Yep. Not completed the level 18. 0 deaths on Deathwing, though. And they get the fort in the middle, too, aren't they? Yeah, that one is also out. So, this is a do-or-die moment. Either you win the objective, or you are out. Pretty much. Right. So, yeah. Vala needs 2 more stacks for the level 4. 18, 19, there we go. 1 more and she's completed it. Cocoon immediately on Li Ming. Li Ming, by the way, not going into Disintegrate, even though there's a Nubarak on the other side. So, could have negated that ult completely, which is what we usually see, but not so in this case. There again, the reset attempt. Nice! Good job. What a carnage over here. Holy macaroni. Yeah, boys, we have some serious action going on. I mean, damn, look at that fight again. Li Ming just getting that mad reset value right there. Escaping even and then turning it around with the rest of the team. Good root on the ground and pooh, popping every single one of those guys. That was sick city. That was honestly insane. Yeah, now it's time to finish what they started, right? Objective has, of course, been locked into, and that's a victory for Just Cause. It was close more than once, though. More than once. And yeah, Deathwing, he's trying. And he is a big fat-ass dragon, but he's not strong enough to take this one. This is game, and therefore a victory for Just Cause against the Home Office in Division 7 of Heroes Lounge. GG. Nicely done.